I got to remember some of these. Some of these are funny.
Or forget them and never say them again.
Like, girl, you're dripping.
No, that's gross. That's something else.
Yay Networks.
Hey guys, episode 31. I'm kind of tired today. I'm kind of, I don't even know. I walked 5 miles and I felt like I got a lot done today and I feel just tired.
Do you feel accomplished though?
I feel accomplished, but it's getting dark early. That we are getting teased a couple days of like 60-degree weather, and I've been having my lawn chair and just getting outside in that vitamin D, and you guys, just getting outside in the sun makes a huge difference with my mood. Like, I have learned that when it is dark and cold, I am like depressed and moody and gripey. And as soon as that sun comes out, just being outside, and I try to walk barefoot. You know that I've said this before. They say like it levels you and that you should walk in the grass. You should walk barefoot every day.
I just listened to some guy on Joe Rogan's podcast. I forgot his name, Gary B. I forgot his name. But remember I was telling you about that? He said there is some connection. A lot of people think it's weirdo, whatever, but it makes you feel good to do it. But he said there's some like magnetic connection from the earth that actually it's proven if you take some sort of test. He talks about it on Joe Rogan. I don't know. But if you actually test whatever it is that stimulates your body, and then you go and walk in the grass, and then you come in and test yourself again, it's way up. So obviously something's happening with your body, whatever that is.
I don't know if I shared this story. There was a guy that lived down the street from my mom. He still does.
Gary Brecka, I think his name is.
He walks to the grocery store every day, barefoot.
I think you're supposed to walk on grass.
Yeah, but he tells my mom he walks barefoot. I'd see him all the time.
He just sounds homeless.
I think he's a hippie.
I know, I'm just joking.
And he has like a garden and all this stuff. Like, that's what I need. I need a garden. I need to start growing my own stuff.
Yeah, they say you're supposed to be on grass, like the earth, not.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he does. He walks on the street. I couldn't do that. And then I thought about the grocery store. I'm like, do they kick him out? Maybe
no shirt,
not.
No shoes, no service.
Maybe not. It's Waxhaw. I doubt it.
Not in the country.
Yeah, not there. But we have actually a fun little game. Our producer, Riley.
Oh, we're jumping right in?
Yeah. Or is there something you wanted to add?
Oh, no. I didn't know you were producing this segment.
It might take a while. That's why I said. So these are Gen Z terms, and Jeff and I are going to see if we can figure out what the term is, what they mean. And I told Jeff, when I was in my 20s, do y'all remember when people would say one and that meant bye? We talked about this last week.
So embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing. Yeah, but you would see when I don't know if it was like country boy thing, but everybody had a Nextel. And this is like where I grew up, and I got one. My sister and brother had one, and it looks like a walkie-talkie, and you would just beep it, and it's like, and then it'd be like, hey, what are you doing? And you're talking to your friends like a walkie-talkie, and then people would be like, one.
Oh, that's so cringy.
Because I think Lil Wayne started that. One of the rappers started that, so everybody, I remember, would just do that. But if you had Nextel, you were cool. But I don't even think they make them anymore.
Those were more for I thought construction
workers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people thought, it was like country guys that thought they were cool, and everybody had a Nextel, and they clipped it on their hip. I never clipped mine.
Oh, why did you have one?
Because I thought I was cool, and my friends all had one. So if you had a Nextel.
Did you say one?
No.
Oh.
People would, I might have like 1 or 2 times. But,
oh, wow.
But my friends, if they had a Nextel, it would just beep. And then you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, we got it.
I know, but that was the thing.
I know. No, I never had one, but I know what you're talking about.
Jeff had a pager.
No, I didn't. I think I did have a pager. But before I had a pager, we had a pager. So Mimo, my buddy, had a pager, and we would give everyone the number. So it'd be 23 was my number. So it'd be 23 and then the number, oh, this is for Jeff. So we just use Mimo's pager.
So it's because you would meet somebody at the club or something, but you couldn't you couldn't let anybody find out that you met the girl at the club, so then you're like, page me?
No, it was just like to get a hold of us. There were no cell phones. There was pagers.
Y'all meant like for girls. Like
it was for girls. It was for everybody. But we didn't have. There was no cell phones before cell phones. There were pagers.
So
do you
then
understand?
what'd you do? Go to the payphone?
Yeah, you had to go to a payphone and call them, or go to somebody's house and call them.
My sister had a pager, but I never got. I was too young for the pagers.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It was before Nextels. It was pagers. So before any of us had anything, Mimo had a pager. So we're like, page this number. And then that's how we knew, you know?
And then what? Y'all just driving to the payphone or someone's house and be
Yeah, because you kind of knew the number, right?
Wait, how does that work? Because I never knew. So if it said 23, then it would be a number on it, and then you knew what number to call? Is that how pagers work?
Yeah, I forgot, because you could put like 911, you know what I mean? Like emergency,
yeah.
And then with the number, and then but you know the number, you know who it was, kind of. It wasn't like, we were selling drugs with it. We knew who we were talking to. And then that's all. Then you knew that person, whatever.
So weird to think about
that. I was really young. I even forgot like how that worked. But I remember you could put like 911 with the number or something,
Yeah, but can you imagine like back then when it would say, like if somebody flying into the airport, now somebody texts you, hey, just landed, walking off the tarp, and then...
The tarp?
Isn't that what it's called? The thing.
Is it the tarmac?
The tarmac. Yeah, the tarp.
Is it?
That's what I call it.
The tarp?
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's tarmac, so I can't really make fun of you.
Okay, whatever it is. And you text somebody before you would just have to drive around. Like Chicago, your dad can't stop because those people in Chicago are so mean at the airport, and you're texting your dad, you passed us.
Yeah.
But what did you do back then? How did you find the person at the airport? It's like, this is when we land. I hope you find me.
You got to figure it out. What do you mean? If there's no way you got to figure it out. That's the problem today. Everyone's just like, well, I can't do it. I guess I'm not going,
Yeah.
I remember going back in the day, like even when I was in college, I'd text my buddies and be like, all right, in 2 weeks on Saturday, let's meet here at 6:00. And it was no calling each other. And we had cell phones. It was like, or maybe we didn't have cell phones. I don't know, whatever. But it was like, in 2 weeks, I'm going to be here at 6:00. And there was no talking. Like, I'll be there in 2 weeks.
That's
And now it's like everything with the text. I'm 5 minutes late. I'm 10 minutes late. Oh, my kid's sick. I can't go. It's just an excuse. Everything's an excuse. Nobody is good to their word anymore, And I remember doing that.
I'm bad on my word.
See, I like to keep my word. That's why I just tell everybody I'm not going when they ask me. They're like, are you coming to the birthday party? Nah, I'm not going. And they're like, why not? You got to go. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll go. I'm not going. I don't want to go. It's Sunday. I got to get ready for the week.
And then I'm like, yeah, because in the moment, I might feel like it, and I always cancel. I am the worst. I'm known for being that person. I cancel on everybody all the time because I'm a homebody. I don't like being out. I don't even like leave my neighborhood. I just stay around.
Well, you're also, when it's summertime, I think we're more apt to doing stuff, but.
Yeah, like right now, not so much. And then I wanted to say this, my grandpa, it just shows, like, my grandpa, I think, was born in 1940, but everything, GPS, like if we're driving, he's like, you don't trust a GPS. And he pulls out a map. He has all these maps in his car.
Wow.
And that's how he does. And I'm like, I don't even know where to start with the map. And he knows how the interstates run, like with the number, isn't something with the numbers, they go down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like he knows all of that. And he's like, see, you just take that down. But that is his generation. But to me, I think that's so crazy. And when I was driving to the beach one time, I had my GPS, and my grandpa the whole time kept telling me, this is ridiculous. Don't trust that. And the whole time my grandpa kept saying, this is like in 2009.
Well, I think the highways go up by number. You know what I mean? So the lower you get, that's the 5 and the 10, and then from the south to north, it gets higher. And then I think from west to east, it gets higher. The highway numbers. I didn't know that till I mean, last couple, I didn't realize that till, like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but ask younger kids.
Is that right?
Now,
I think that's right.
I don't know if it's correct, but I do know what you mean, how it
Yeah.
moves. But like the young kids these days, I bet if you ask them, they wouldn't know that because I didn't know that until somebody told us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the only reason we knew that is because we took Route 66 from Chicago to California, and that's how somebody told us about it. They were like,
because then usually we take the 10 from L.A.
yes,
to like Texas and then go straight up to Colorado.
Yes.
So that's how I knew it like went up. I think it was when we moved. It was like 10 years ago.
When we moved here, we drove
to L.A.
Bussin.
Oh, yeah.
And oh my goodness, that was, I cannot, looking back, I can't even believe we did that. Lawson, I think, was 16 months, 18 months.
He was good, too.
And that one place we were at, I don't even know. It was so hot. Remember your car? I was so worried we were going to get stuck in that desert. We were in a desert somewhere. Do you remember that?
New Mexico.
Were we?
Yeah.
I don't know. But, okay,
Wait, real quickly, before we go, because then we'll come back and play that game. Do you remember calling people on payphones? I wanted to get this in. And they'd be like, please state your name. You're like, Jeff. And they're like, and then you call your parents and like, well, you accept charges from Jeff. And then you just hang up because then they knew like to come pick you up from basketball practice or something. Oh. So then you didn't have to take the charges. So if you didn't have any change, you just be like, phone call from Jeff, and they could just hang up.
That's totally
instead of accepting the charges.
A Schroeder thing. Like
you never did that? You might be old. You might be old.
I
think everybody did that. Like you didn't have any quarters, so you just make a collect call and then they'd bill it to your house. But before they bill it, it'd just be like Jeff and be like, oh, I got to go pick him up from football practice. From the operator.
Really?
Yeah, because you take a collect call.
Yeah, no, I was too young for that. I didn't have that.
All right. Well, enough dating myself. Let's take a break. I need some prune juice.
Hey guys, we're going to take a quick second to talk about America's #1 meal kit, and that is HelloFresh.
Yeah, they sent some goodies to us this week, and I got the fish meals, and they were fantastic.
I picked the kids' meals for my kids, but I ate it. One night, it was grilled chicken, potatoes, green beans. The boys loved that. And their favorite one were these tacos that came with this cabbage. Actually, you and I ate the cabbage. And we put that on top of our meat tacos. And it was a hit over at our house. And what I loved about it is each meal was wrapped in a plastic bag. All you had to do is grab it. All your ingredients are right there. And it was so easy to make because I hate anything that is confusing when it has step-by-step ingredients.
That's right. So whether you're trying to save money, eat better, or stress less, give HelloFresh a call because I got the fish this time and it comes with so much shrimp, delicious scallops. You didn't eat it.
I didn't eat it because I'm not a seafood person.
But there was more for me, and there's always more for everybody.
Go to HelloFresh.com/togethernessfree and use code togethernessfree for free breakfast for life. Our kids love the waffles.
And I love the little egg bites.
Oh, they were so good. They tasted just like Starbucks egg white bites.
Absolutely. So you get one breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/togethernessfree. That's MESS free with code togethernessfree.
Okay, welcome back. So we're going to play this Gen Z terms and see if
we do this at
your work?
At my work a lot, yeah. So let me look at this. All right. So how do you want to? You want to read them to me, or you want me to read them to you, and you could guess? Are you already looking what they are?
Yeah, but I don't know what they mean. You read them to me.
Okay, I'll read them to you this time.
Okay.
Because we've done this at my work, and I've heard a couple of these, but I can't remember what a lot of them are.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll see if people at home get some of these. But this is kind of a popular thing people do.
Okay.
Okay. We'll start with an easy one. You know what lit means, right?
Lit means like getting hype, right? Like getting drunk. I'm getting lit tonight.
No.
Oh, really?
Hey, that too. Yeah, that's right.
But I've heard people say I'm getting lit. I thought that meant like I'm getting drunk. I'm getting crunk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that works too. But you got to think of the new generation, what they use lit for. You know? So like the example they gave, like this podcast is lit, you know, like, did you hear Togethermess? That podcast is lit.
It's fire.
Yeah, same thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's why this is like the new generation.
What does it mean?
It says either used to describe a fun, high energy situation or someone who is intoxicated. So I guess you're right.
Oh, I am right.
All right. Well,
okay, I got that one right.
We'll give you a ding.
Yeah.
Oh, I need a little button. Okay, so I guess I'll just go down the list here. There's a lot of them, but
okay, go.
We'll go through them fast. Fam.
Fam?
Yeah.
Your family.
Yeah, but fam, like.
Put it in a sentence.
Well, I already read the example. Like, hey, fam, welcome to episode 31.
Oh, like, hey, friends. Hey, fam.
Yeah,
like
not really your fam, just like, you know, like when.
Like your neighbors. What's up, fam?
Like, when you're Italian, you have cousins, but they're not really your cousins, you know? They're just your cousins. Oh. They're not like blood cousins. Okay. That's very popular in Italian culture.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my cousin. Oh, really? Which side? No, not side. He's my mom's cousin's friend. You never heard? Well,
no,
whatever.
I'm not Italian.
We'll do an Italian list for my neighborhood, and I'll ask you if you know what they mean. Because sometimes I don't even know what they mean. Anyways, that's a different time. All right, bussin'. I remember doing this one at work, but I totally forgot.
Bussin'?
Bussin'.
Hang on. Don't read me the definition. I would say, like, working your butt off.
That's a good guess.
But, like, yeah.
Like bussing tables?
Yeah, like busting
my ass?
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
no, that's good, though. That's good. This says typically refers to delicious foods. Like those pineapples were bussin'. Nobody uses that word, do they?
Oh, my, that's probably like one. Like how people used to say that.
Remember when you thought you were cool with one? Uh-huh. Now in 20 years, someone's going to have a podcast and be like, remember when you said that those pineapples were bussin'?
That's embarrassing. Were bussin'.
That's embarrassing.
See, if somebody would have said those pineapples are bussin', I would think it meant like going bad. Like bussin', like not good. That's what I would think.
See, I'd be like, I bussin' a pineapple over that guy's head. All right. So some of these, all right, this one's real because I know we've talked about it again at my work, but our producer, his son uses this all the time.
This word all the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
No cap. Kids use this for sure.
No cap?
Yeah. So they're like, no cap.
Can you put it in a sentence?
I can, but you might get it. You know what I mean?
Can you be vague? Like a little more vague? Like give me a hint, but don't tell me.
Well, what do you, just take a guess and I'll tell you what it means. I don't know.
If somebody says no cap, doesn't that mean like a gun? Like you're going to get capped? Isn't that what that meant? Like with the gun?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're going to get shot.
Caps were bullets, right? Back when we were growing up.
Okay, hang on. But so I'm far off.
You're way off.
Way off. Okay. Say it again.
No cap.
No cap.
This one.
No, I got no cap. I got no hat. You got no hat.
That's so like you reach for the low hanging fruit on that one. Yeah, no ball cap. Yeah, I would have said I already know what it means, but no cap. I would have been like unlimited. That's what I would have guessed it was. You know what I mean? Like a salary cap. Like there's no cap, but they use it in a sentence like no lie. It means no lie. So they're not lying. So when they say I'm not lying, they say no cap.
Okay, that sounds weird. No cap. Like no cap to me means like you're gonna get capped, like gun.
Yeah, we got it.
Shot.
We got it. You're gangster. We got it.
No.
Settle down.
No cap.
Little Jordan, settle down.
No cap.
All right, that one I heard. Oh, you know this one, right? Drip.
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 Say it in a sentence.
No, you have to guess it.
I know, but just drip.
You never heard of drip?
No.
Even I know this one.
Drip.
Yeah.
Can you give me just like a little hint? A little hint that won't give it away.
I don't know what hint.
Drip. I don't know. It's your style.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up.
Yeah,
I got it right.
You're right. Like your clothes. Like check out my new drip.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's funny just to like joke around. I wouldn't say that like seriously. But like if you're just joking around, be like my new drip.
I got to remember some of these. Some of these are funny.
Or forget them and never say them again. All right. What are some other ones
like,
here?
Girl, you're dripping.
No, that's gross. That's something else. This one, I haven't heard a lot of these. Pooky.
Pooky?
Yeah, Pooky.
Baby, like maybe that's another term for baby?
Yeah, you're right.
Really?
It's a term of endearment, especially for a significant other. Like, you're my best friend, Pooky. It's kind of just a nickname.
I got that. Like boo. Like, what's up, boo?
Yeah, I guess so. That's our boo.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well,
Yes, I got that.
you're guessing good.
I'm hip with the cool people.
All right. What's a situationship?
You got yourself a situationship. You got yourself in a predicament.
Right.
No.
No, it says romantic relationship that isn't quite a full-on relationship, contains everything a relationship has without the titles. It just sounds like you guys are banging.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and you put a cute name on it.
Why don't you just be like, we're banging?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Are you guys in a relationship? No, we're banging.
We're beating panties.
I guess it's we're using the same words. They're just meaning the same thing. Mm-hmm. So instead of banging, which is a little aggressive, you could just be like, "Oh no, we're in a situationship," meaning you're banging but no strings attached, right? Is that what?
Yeah, I think.
All right. How about this one? Are you having fun with these?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what a stan is.
We'll do
right?
like two more.
Yeah, you know what stan is.
No, I don't actually.
Stan? Eminem song?
Oh, tears on dun 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 dun.
Yeah. You know it's called Stan?
No, I didn't. By the way, speaking of Eminem,
Eminem.
Lawson was talking to me, and he's got a PS5, and I guess Eminem is on there.
Yeah.
And I don't know how, but he goes, "Oh, Mom, I like that guy. That's Chick Slim Shady." And I go, "What?" I go, "That's Eminem." And he goes, "How do you know who he is?" And he goes, "It's Slim Shady." And I said, "No." I go, "That was like when I was in middle school when he was popular, Lawson." And he didn't know. He's like, thought he was like being cool.
First of all, we can't get past the N and M. Your whole family says N and M for M&Ms. Why do you do that?
I can't. I've been saying it forever.
But
and
that
then
doesn't
I try
make
to
it
say
right.
it.
That doesn't
I
make
know,
it right.
but there's a lot of words.
M&Ms. Not N and M's.
I was having breakfast with a friend the other day, and I was telling her, "You need to watch this show, Traitors." And she goes, I don't know. She just kept looking at me confused. And then she goes, "Traitors? Like Trader Joe's?" I go, "No, traitors. And she goes, "Oh, traitors." And she goes, "That makes sense." The whole time I'm like, traitor? What does this mean? What is this show about?
This guy's just swapping stuff at the market. He's trading it up.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah,
Let's do one
sometimes
more.
your accent throws people off. Okay, let's end with a good one here. Riz. You know what Riz means?
Riz.
You got to give a good one here.
Riz. And you can't give me a hint? Riz. I'm going to say flashy diamonds. Yeah, that's kind of what I picture.
Yeah,
Riz.
I guess you're kind of good. You're on. The example is like James Bond has Riz.
Okay.
So
like
it's charming,
Yeah.
puts themselves out there. The term is often used when referring to someone who can confidently and successfully pursue a potential romantic partner. So you got like swagger.
Yeah.
So we kind of just filled our own words in with these new words. But I guess this is what the kids are using these days.
Riz.
So swagger, it's the same thing.
Yeah. I like
think,
swagger better. I like that. Like that guy's got swag. I like that better than that guy's got Riz.
Yeah, but this is what they use.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to us, but I'm sure we use words that our parents don't use. I still use, you mentioned it earlier, I still like say I'm getting crunk.
Yeah, that's 2005.
Yeah, that's way old. Like I say to people laughing, they're like crunked, but because it makes people laugh like I'm embarrassing, now I'm like, I use it all the time.
You want something embarrassing?
Yeah.
I have a picture of me in high school, and I got these long nails that are like hot pink. I'm extra tan, like tanning bed tan, plus going outside and putting oil on tan. And I have a shirt that says legally crunk. And
Yes. And you have a picture of it?
yeah, and it's a black shirt because I found it because our next door neighbors.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, and remember when everybody used to, I call them cheerleading shorts, and they used to roll them up. You used to go to Sports Authority and get them. I think they were like $10. Like if you cheered or played sports, you wore those with like a t-shirt. And I was wearing those, and they're rolled up, and I'm wearing a Legally Crunk shirt with these long ass nails, and I'm like extra tan, like way too tan.
Like
Jersey Shore type orangey looking tan. I used to be tan or like tanorexic. I would go in high school. I would go after school. I would go to Vicky's place. This is called Tiki Tan. This is in Mint Hill, and I would go to the tanning bed. My brother worked there, and I would go tan in the tanning bed for like 20 minutes, and I did that probably 3-4 days a week.
Wow!
And then on the weekends, I would also go to the pool, and I would lay out and like just bake and burn my skin. And when I look back at photos, I cannot believe. I think that's probably why now, people give me crap about it, but that's why I'm always getting lasers done, because I'm trying to remove all the sun damage I've done. Like, I can't even imagine doing all that stuff.
Yeah, now people are smarter. I did tanning beds too, I'm not going to lie. Like Friday night, you jump in a tanning bed. Listen, you want to go
and
embarrassing?
You felt good. Tell me. I love it.
I don't even know if this was an option in Charlotte. What? But in Chicago, they had like little Playboy bunnies.
I was going to say that.
It's super embarrassing.
The girls. You put the sticker. Like
the girls. I would do it too.
You did?
Yeah, I would put like little, because you had to put something to see how tan you got. Listen, I'm not saying it's a cool move. It's embarrassing. Yeah. But you had to put a little something to see how tan you got. Yes, you did.
No,
You'd put it. I would put a sock, and then I'd put a little something there, and then, you know what? My butt cheeks were fried off. You know what I mean? But it wasn't about that. It was about looking good up here. You know, the face area.
Oh my God. And then you probably had hoop earrings.
Yeah, double. I only had the double on one side. Double hoops. Dude, really embarrassing. Really.
Ew. Jeff, what if you were like about to have sex with a girl? If I met you then and we were about to have sex and you took your pants off and you had two Playboy bunny things, I'd be like, is this guy,
listen,
what?
You don't think I would have been able to take you down with your Legally Crunk shirt? Please.
Oh my God, I cannot believe you did that. No, other people would put, I did the stickers, but I would do it down on the side. But I was a girl, or I'd put them on my lower back.
Yeah, well, you know.
Where you look like a dirty, dirty bird.
Yeah, we were embarrassing. All right.
I was walking around Myrtle Beach, the Strip, got these Playboy bunny oh my God. But you know what? It's so trashy, but it's so fun.
Everyone makes mistakes. All right, let's take a little break because we were logged there, and then we'll wrap it up with some random stuff.
Welcome back.
Does this shirt make me look puffy?
No, I look puffy all the time. I think it's the angle.
I know.
I'm like, every single time I'm like, man, I have a double chin. On my side.
Jordan told me this thing. It's so weird. You know, I got a couple weird things.
Y'all can ask me. Well, this is how we'll go. Ask.
Okay, so Jordan, you want to tell that one?
No, you tell it.
So there's a couple things. One, so Jordan, if you guys are just listening, Jordan told me you tell it about your chin, underneath your chin.
I don't know if this is true.
Chin. I don't think it's true at all.
I see all this weird stuff. So they say if you're like this all the time on your phone, something about the blood.
Looking down
on your phone. The blood stays right here. And you go somewhere and get like lymphatic massage. And it helps take away like the bloat. Because I keep telling Jeff, I'm like, I'm getting a double chin. And they say it's from looking down. And that's why you have it. So the lady said to rub and massage. And like I said, this could be total BS. I don't even know if this is a real thing. And you rub it and it helps with like flatten it and the drainage. And so I all the time now, I'm like laying there and I'm like,
So now,
who knows if it's doing
and
anything?
I was in the sauna the other day, and I was like looking down on my phone, just like scrolling, just killing time. And I was like, whoa, I've been on my phone for a minute. And I like picked my chin up, and I remember what you said. I'm like, oh my god. And I like started rubbing my chin underneath. So now it's like something I do, and it's probably nothing. It's probably just made up.
Well, I think
We're just getting, we're fat.
Fat. Well, I mean, listen, we've been doing good.
Yeah, no, I have been doing really
Yeah,
good.
and you've gotten skinnier. I hate men just I don't know, 30 days of no drinking and you'll drop weight like that. Like women, it's such a struggle. My brother just started dieting and he's like down 15 pounds and he still drinks alcohol.
Yeah. Well, I think it has to do with age,
Yeah. Well, I'm
Or
only
maybe
37.
women. I don't know. I don't know if gender has. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But do you have any? Speaking of that, I'm just totally shooting in the dark here. But do you have any like things that you do kind of ritually that you don't know if they work or not? Like I'll give you an example. I could have swore I read in Men's Health one time. I swear, and I do it to this day. And this was a decade or more ago. They're like, if you start shaving with your left sideburn, you're more attractive somehow. And I'm right-handed, so I'd start with my right, and I'm like, oh, really? That's weird. So I start doing my left, and to this day, I still do, like, I start with my left sideburn. There's no way that could be true. There's no way that could be true. But I'm positive I read that somewhere.
I have never heard that, but do you feel like it makes you more attractive?
I was like, I'd take what I could get. You know what I mean? I was trying every angle. So I was living in LA at the time. And now I still do it. Now it's like a habit. Isn't that stupid? Is that the dumbest thing you ever heard?
No, but if you think it works, if you feel
No, I don't think it works. I think I hate myself for it. I'm going to go on the right side and see what happens. What if we get a divorce and it's because I started shaving the right side?
You're putting it out there.
You would divorce me because of my looks? How superficial are you?
What?
See?
I've been with you all stages. I'm here.
Through thick and thin, literally.
Hey, you've been with me all stages.
It's true.
I was talking to a girlfriend of mine who just started.
In the wedding vows, do you think that's not what they meant? They
Yes.
meant like not through thick and thin fatness. They meant
No,
times.
I don't mean fat. No, through
I was
hard
talking about
times.
fat.
Oh no, some people might take it that way, but I take it as when you're struggling and poor, you stick it out. When you're fat, you stick it out.
No, that's what it means. But I never really put it together like through thick and thin.
I'd stay with you if you got fat.
Well, thanks. That's good to know.
It's gotta make you feel good.
That's got to make me feel good that if I totally let myself go, that
No,
you're still
if
gonna
something
stick
happened
around.
and you got fat, what about when you're 80 years old? You're probably gonna get fat. My boobs are gonna be down to my belly button. Do you think it's gonna happen? It's life. We're gonna get old.
All
We're
right.
gonna be wrinkly and all that. And this is what I was telling one of my girlfriends. She just started dating, and we were cracking up because she was asking me things and advice, and I was like, I've been sleeping with Jeff for so long. I don't really know. I won't go in details.
No.
We were talking about, because I told Jeff the stuff, and he's like, I can't believe you two were talking about that.
But she asked me, and I gave her like 5 different scenarios, and I'm like, wait a second, don't even listen to me. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Same. It's so, it's so stressful.
You know what? If something happened between me and you, I would be single for a long time. I couldn't get back in the game with no cap and all this. Well, I guess I wouldn't date someone that young, but I would be out of the game for a long time.
I would. I wouldn't want to be with anybody. Maybe bang somebody on the side, but
Go get back in the box and break out your legally Crunk shirt and hit the streets of Myrtle Beach. Hit the tanning bed and Jordan's back on the market.
yeah, I would. I would be back in North Carolina. You find me on that strip.
Yeah. All right, we're getting down a shaky path here. Bring us back to something good and we'll close this thing up.
No, but I don't think there's anything. I do want to try. One of my girlfriends does that. Am I saying it right? Lymphatic. Well, I'm saying it wrong.
No, I think
massage.
I think you're right.
I saw her at the Western Stock Show, and I told her, I go, you look really good. And that's what one of her friends does. And she goes to her, like, after work. And she goes, I swear to you, because she had surgery on her hip. And she said it just de-bloats you, it drains you. And another friend, now this was like a year ago, I think she had it done. She did a before and after, and you could tell, and it wasn't an ad. She wasn't trying to sell anything. She was just genuinely showing a before and after. And it worked.
You showed me that before. We should go get that.
Well, she gave me her friend's number, and I was like, oh, I'm totally going to your friend. I want her to do, like, my stomach, and they do your hip. And I asked her, I go, does it hurt? Like, what are they doing? She goes, no, it actually feels good. They're just, like, rubbing you, like, rubbing your hips hard and pushing down. Like I said, I don't know much about it, but I've kind of been looking into it. And there was also this spa place. Have you seen now, it's more of like the head massages, but like you lean back and you put your head and then they like, I don't know, just like massage your head. I kind of want to try one of those. I think that would feel so nice.
A head massage?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like it.
And then, yeah, so those are things I want to try.
Yeah, I would like to try that thing too. The lymphatic
well, make us an
thing.
Appointment because she gave me her friend's number.
Is it like more expensive than a regular massage? 'Cause, I mean, a regular massage.
I don't even know why you're asking because everything is expensive.
Yeah.
Everything is, just expect it to be probably $150 or more.
I was just going to say, that's probably what a massage is these days, right? With tip and everything, and for sure. An hour massage.
The place I would go to down here is up their prices because of the economy. So they're like $220 now.
Yeah.
For massages. But anyways.
Real quick, I do want to end, since you were talking about like massages and stuff. I've been complaining about my shoulder the last couple episodes, right? Mm-hmm. And I still continue to work out. My cousin Tony, it's the weirdest thing. So again, we're not doctors, disclaimer. But
obviously.
So he called me and he's like, if I was there, I'd be able to fix your shoulder, quick story. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he goes, I'm telling you, I don't think it's your shoulder. It's a muscle going into your shoulder. And he's like, I just wish I was there. And he's like, try just rolling around. His wife, Kim, is like, try just rolling around like on a lacrosse ball or something, And I did. So before I worked out, I went down in the workout room and I was just rolling around and I put the lacrosse ball like on my back, and I was just moving it all around and it was kind of popping different things loose and stuff. And it totally loosened up my shoulder.
So your shoulder's fine now?
I could still feel, but I started lifting again. Like I took a couple of days off from doing push-ups because I was doing that 100. And just by breaking up like the tissue not the tissue, I don't know what I'm talking about, but breaking up like the muscles, I think they were so tight that it was affecting my shoulder. Isn't it so weird? The muscles in my back, because I did hurt it by doing a wide pull-up, and I was showing off for the kids. And so it must have been something in my back that tensed up and it hurt my shoulder. It's so weird. I need to go get a massage, maybe like a sports massage, they would know more.
Isn't that what, like, doesn't a chiropractor do that? Like help?
I don't know.
Having pain, they just can crack certain things.
I'm such a tight ass that I don't go to the doctor even when I need help.
He never does. He's like, you go to the doctor like you're meeting your friend. I have something wrong and I'm like calling the doctor's office because I love my doctors. I feel like they're my friend.
But I need to go like to a therapy doctor.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Got to look into that.
Cool ending. I need to go to therapy, period. All right.
Oh, God. I need tons of therapy. But maybe it might help me out. Anyways, thank you for listening, downloading, tagging a friend, subscribing, all that good stuff. I hope y'all are still enjoying these episodes and still hanging around. And we will see you next week.
Hang in there.
Bye.